Hey, I'm Dr. Greg, the grass doctor. Today I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily repair some thin spots on your lawn. Thin spots happen for a lot of reasons. Might be hard summer on some of the grasses in your lawn. Might be some voids left from weeds. You might have had some disease that thinned out the grass. But regardless of the reason the grass got thinned out, today I'm going to show you how to quickly fill in those spots without doing a whole lot of work. So these are the kind of spots that I'm talking about. I've got a mix of a Kentucky bluegrass and tall fescue lawn, and we didn't get a drop of rain all summer, and so the Kentucky bluegrass, it thinned out on me and died. I'll fix these patches up, get some seed on them, and show you how easy this is to do. So the only tool that I really need to do this job is a rake. This is my 1,000-year-old rake. You can see how rough a shape it's in. I'm not going to put a whole lot of strain on it today by doing these little jobs, but to do this properly, you can't just throw down seed over top of these areas. You really need to get some loose soil built up, the dead material cleared away, and some loose soil for the seed to be mixed into a little bit. So I'll show you how to do that, how easy this is. It doesn't take a whole lot of work to do it. So all this dead stuff that's coming out of there, that's the stuff I want to get out. It's organic, that will help build your soil and make it better. But for this reason, for seeding, we want to clean that stuff out of there and get that bare soil. You can see the dark soil in there. That's what we're really looking for here. Just kind of like that. So pretty simple. I spent maybe 30 seconds on that. Not a whole lot to it, and all I'm going to do now is throw down a little bit of seed over top of it. So when you're seeding, you've got a few options that you can use. Just raw seed. Take a handful, just kind of shake it out over the area. You don't need spreaders for small areas like this. You just need to use your hand. So raw seed, you can use the mulch combos. There's nothing wrong with those at all. They've got seed and mulch. Mulch helps hold the moisture in. If you're not going to use a mulch combo product, then putting a little bit of wheat straw over the top can help bring moisture in. But you know, it's okay if you don't use wheat straw either, as long as the area is kept moist. That's the critical thing. Until that seed gets going and you actually see seedlings coming up, the area needs to be continuously kept moist. And depending on the kind of seed that you're using, it may be weeks. And so if you don't have the ability to get out there with a hose, maybe several times a day, depending on how warm it is, how windy it is, then putting down some kind of a mulch product will help hold moisture in the soil, and so it doesn't dry out as quickly. And so things to think about when you're doing this kind of thing. So I'll show you a couple of products today. This is the mulch material that I was talking about. This is Pro Patch from Mountain View Seeds. And you can see the coated seed in there, plus the mulch that helps hold moisture to the soil to get it going. So with this, it's like I said, it's pretty simple. All you're going to do is just lightly add this over the area that I just raked up. So you don't need to go heavy. With the mulch products, you probably want to go a little bit heavier than if you're using bare seed, just because a lot of that handful that you're putting down is the mulch rather than seed. And I'll show you a close-up of what this looks like when I'm done. You can see the mulch product, you can see the little darker blue seeds in there. When we seed, we're looking for good seed soil contact. Really, really important that the seed has the connection with the soil mixed in slightly with the soil, so that it's able to get moisture out of the soil and start sending a root into the soil. When you use a patch product like this, it's not as critical because the mulch holds the moisture on top of the seed. The seed's in contact with the soil on the top of the soil, and the water's there for the seed, and the root starts going down into the soil regardless of whether it's mixed in very well or not. And so not as critical to do that as with bare seed. When you're using raw seed, most seed, probably 95% plus of the seed that you're going to buy at the store is going to come coated, and that's fine. This just happens to be raw seed without a coating on, but it's the exact same thing. And so with seed like this, whether it's coated, whether it's uncoated like this, all we're going to do is just lightly shake it around the area that I've ripped up with the rake. And then, like I said, we want to have good seed soil contact. And so after I'm done, I'm going to lightly, just lightly rake the soil a little bit. You're not going to be looking to get this stuff deep into the soil, but just create a little bit of loose material that the seed is mixing in with. And that's all there is to it for fixing small areas in your lawn.